Looks like the magpies like this area. There's probably I don't know, 100 of them, all sitting on the pivots. Maybe they know something. Well, as you can tell, summer haze has set in. There's a lot of fires. It's really dry. It's windy. Apologize if you have wind noise, but you can't see the mountain. When the sun went down to the west, it was a glow of orange. Can't even see the tobacco roots. It's just a haze out there. I think this is the reason we should wear masks. It's because of the smoke, not because of anything else. I'm vaccinated. First chance I got. So. It's 7-Eleven. I wish I had a Slurpee yesterday. It was really hot, but it actually cooled off quite a bit from last week. I have 2 friends that have birthdays today. Melissa, my friend Cody's wife, and my friend Jesse, just my buddy. So, thinking about my friends. Out of the blue, Melissa messaged me and said, "Hey, coming up to Montana." I was like, okay, awesome. Haven't seen my buddies in a long time. My buddy Cody's has a birthday at the end of the month, so might be a chance I get to see some old school friends. That'd be fun. Although it's like way over there, up over the mountain, down into the Snake River Plain, pretty much. Highland Park. Jeff and Kelly have a cabin up there. It's kind of a tourist attraction area. Lots of summer cabins. So that'd be good. Maybe head out there for the weekend. They're going to be here for a week, but with work I can't really leave that much time. Gotta make the cheddar. There's a reason I don't work in the winter times, because I make money in the summer. Who wants to work in the winter time when it's 10 degrees outside? Might consider getting a job this winter. Usually I can manage to get a winter project for my job. Sit in the office for late January into March. Start work about April or May, but they've been hiring all kinds of people. I don't know what they're going to do with the budget. I don't think they've thought about it. They're hiring everybody, so which is great. We've been kind of understaffed for a long time, but I think my seasonal appointment is going to be cut short, which means I might have to travel more in the spring and fall, but I leave the traveling for the younger people that haven't seen an area that I've been to 20 years ago, Back when I was a gypsy, I'd leave town and wouldn't come back for 6 months. But since I put roots down in Montana, I don't really care to go to Nevada and wake up in the dark and drive to work and come back in the dark. A lot of wildlife out there, deer and antelope and elk, mostly deer, but driving at night isn't fun for me anymore. With all the new bright lights out there, it's just really hard to see. You can't tell if anybody's got their brights on or not. The cows see me, they might get a little rowdy. One just got up, stretching. Mama's trying to decide what's going on here. Doesn't know what I am. Hey, cow. Some people still farm. If they sold it to the developers, they'd make a killing. That one's kind of dumb. That one's smarter. If a cow's ever on a road, steer towards their butt. They're herding animals, they'll get out of the way. Just like buffalo. If you're in the park, just steer towards their butt. They'll move. Everybody's like, oh, we're not getting out of the way. I'm like, yeah, because they're steering towards their head. And they get right in front of you and stand there. These slow elk, people call them. Let's see the view. Well, I saw the hawk this morning. I think that same bird or family of birds has been hanging around. The robins are having, nests are beginning to disappear and the babies are coming out. And the hawk was trying to get a nice, tasty robin. One that can't fly yet. One easy target, but the mom was shooing the hawk away. I'm glad cows don't bark or chase you. Sometimes they do. Domestication. The chickens are getting rowdy. They were out last night or yesterday. This looks like an old homestead or ranch that the old people have come and gone, and now the ranch kind of looks like it could be bulldozed. Getting old. But they have a huge garden and no one's doing anything with it. And gardens take time, I guess. See? They just got covered up in plastic. Yeah, probably cheap rent for somebody. Plus all the deer probably hang out there and they get free meat for the freezer. Oh, the tractor's still for sale. $27.50, it could be yours. I think tractors got away from tricycle wheels. A lot of accidents back in the day. I don't know if you can see those horses just kind of above those silos. I was petting them yesterday. They came up and wanted to say hi. I decided this would be my weekend walk rather than doing my normal walk, just because it's a loop and it's longer and no one's out except for some Honda Civic that usually sees me but gets way over. Probably somebody just like me that's old that gets up early without an alarm clock. I set my alarm for 5 and I'm always up before. Yesterday there was a deer, just a little whitetail. It jumped the road going to the north, ran around, did a circle, came back over the road, and then ran over, hopped way over there, like a quarter mile, and stood and stared at me. It's like, oh, you could have just stayed right where you were. I wasn't really going to do anything to you. But there's a water source here. So I'm sure the deer like to get drinks, and then they probably head back into the trees and you won't see them all day. But yeah, the last year they had the utilities put back in and installed new gas lines and new electricity meters and everything, new cable or whatever they call it, the new fiber optic. And because of what happened last year with the pandemic or whatever, they had a skeleton crew working, and they dug it up. They dug my driveway up, and then they just like pushed it back over and didn't give me any like road base or anything, and it just became mud because I have a gravel driveway. And they just walked away. It was fine in the wintertime when it was frozen, but in the spring it was like walking on a waterbed or a pool cover, you know. It was just mucky underneath. And ran into the guy that does the work. I'm like, hey, you guys bailed on my property. And when I got back from my Wyoming prior mountain trip, I got new road base for my driveway. So I talked to him yesterday and thanked him for what he did. Kind of told him I needed a little bit more gravel, and so he got in his truck and got some, and I gave him some ice for his cooler as a gesture of, hey, thank you, great job. He was on his phone, and I was driving actually talking to my buddy, and he was talking to his buddy on his phone. I gave him the thumbs up, like, yeah, great job. You know, people need that. Sometimes people just don't appreciate others. Just be kind. It's a lot easier. I think the horses see me. Maybe. They're not by the fence today. Maybe they'll say hi. The brown one Just kind of a little bit more timid. The two blonde ones were okay. Here comes a car. I don't want to get hit. Sometimes there's people that don't see you. But pretend I'm taking a video again. The mountain. I hope you got over. But yeah. See? They got over. That's cool. See, be kind. Could have just plowed into me and left me, you know, bleeding out on the street. I'm waving at the Horsey. Let's see if they can come over. Sorry, every time I zoom in, it gets a little bouncier. Oh, they're on the move. They're pretending they don't see me. Let's go say hi. That was a Hungarian partridge. Here they come. Come on. Come on. Come on. How you doing? Come on. Get scratches. Yeah. Here comes another car. He's the guy that waves at me with the Camry. What are you doing? Best day ever, huh? How you doing? Huh? Let me get the video out here. Hey. Yeah. How you doing? Yeah. Got some good grass there, huh? Yeah. He got his love. Huh? Hi. What are you doing? Yeah. You have a good day? Yeah. Munchies, huh? Okay, buddy. See if the timid one wants to say hi. Hey, horse. Want to say hi? You want to say hi? You timid? You a little bit more timid? Come on. Come over here. I got some grass. Look at all this tall grass over here. That one's got his tail up. Doing a little management. Hi. Come on. No? Not worried about me? Yeah. See ya. Looks like the Sunday paper came sticking out of the mailbox. Oh, here comes the car. I'm gonna get over on this side. There's not much room over there. I'll pretend I'm taking a video of the sky and the horses. But anyway. Oh, mosquito. Wonder what's in the paper today. Any garage sales? Probably yesterday was garage sale day. Yeah, the Russian olives were flowering a couple weeks ago, and walked by them. It smells so sweet. Although they're kind of an invasive tree. They grow along ditches, and they're, I don't know, I wouldn't plant them. They have thorns. Yeah, some people like them. A lot of times ranchers will just brush hog them and chop them down along the river bottoms. Kind of like knapweed, you can't really get rid of it, or hound's tongue. Cold pocket right here, probably because that creek comes in. I wore my hoodie and my long sleeve because I'm bald. Don't have hair on my top of my head to keep me warm. Sure is quiet. You can hear the freeway, but that's a given, I guess, for any kind of road. It looks like we have some trash on the road. What is it? This is that Bud Light can I saw the other day. Or is it money? What do we have here? Ketchup's preferred mode of transportation. Happy tastes good. I guess the ants think so. They're a little slow this morning. Weird. I guess maybe it's just a French fry holder or something. Corn dog. Here's the train. These horses always stare at me. The hound dog. Yeah. I think what they did with this tree is they tried to hold it up. My idea is that when people come around the corner with their headlights on, it gets bright in their house, I think. So they like to have their windows open, I think. Right when I get up to this yellow marker, there's a red-winged blackbird that gets all mad at me. Let's see what happens if it... I think I see him on the fence. Might be a robin, but oh, there, it took off. See if I get harassed. Oop, I heard something in the ditch. Hopefully it's not a skunk. Morning. Say hi to the horses. Yeah. Blackbird didn't care today. Oh, I think that's him over there, or her, by the fence. See if I get harassed. Oh, I tried to take a picture of birds, but I think those were grackles. There's the... Yeah, they're together. I think that's the bird that likes to tell me. Oh, I was taking a picture of you. Just making sure I get out of Dodge here. Yeah. They have a nest here somewhere. I don't blame them. It's a big cherry tree. Choke cherry. You don't really get the true Montana flathead cherries. I've seen them on the side of the road. People are selling them, just like the Utah peaches or the whatever else people are selling. The farmers, yeah, stop at those places. They have the best fruit and vegetables. Up here in Montana, it's the Hooderites. I guess they're kind of Germanic, like kind of religious folks that kind of live like it's, you know, the Hooderites drive cars and stuff like that, but they look like Amish, you know, beards and dresses and bonnets. We also have Amish up here too, but more in eastern Montana. So, yeah. Just hit another cold pocket. I gotta embrace the summer. I mean, I work outside, so it's really hard to like, come home and like want to do something in the heat or in the bugs. My buddy called me from the river yesterday. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm driving down the frontage road eating an ice cream." He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm at the same old drinking a beer." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I'd be doing if I was drinking still." But yeah. He just had some friends come over from out of state, and They were in shock how dry it was. They liked it. Guess Yellowstone's got like record number of people driving around. You could tell by the roads. There's just people from out of state, and they just don't know where they're going, making weird lane changes. You know, following the GPS rather than just like paying attention to like road signs and like looking at a map and identifying like where they need to turn. I'm glad I don't have to drive through the park anymore. Well, I do sometimes, but it's frustrating when you're trying to get somewhere and people slow down for a squirrel. You're like, it's a squirrel, you know? It's like, you've never seen a squirrel before? Or, you know, just anything. And they'll just park right in the road. It's like, that's better than pulling off the road, but it just cause traffic jams. And well, I'm getting to the busy part of the walk, so I'll figure I'll cut this short. The sun hasn't crept out yet, but once it does, it's going to be this globe of orange. There's fires been popping up, lightning strike fires and human caused fires. I think a lot of people are anxious for Labor Day, because Labor Day is about the first time it snows here, or it can snow, but I'm hoping for an Indian summer because I have like over 40 cucumber plants this year, and I'm gonna try to make fridge pickles and do it up. Had some peas yesterday. Had a big bowl of peas for breakfast, and I'm gonna go home and probably get a whole new bowl ready for breakfast. It's getting so hot that they're starching up. I gotta get them when they're still have sugar in the sweet peas. You know, that's why I call them sweet peas. You know, they still have sugar in them. And if they don't, I'll just let them go to seed, and that's what I've done for the last couple years. I just let them go to seed and dry out. Well, they're already at seed stage, but let them dry out and pluck them in the fall and store them and plant them again. So you never have to go to the store and buy them. Heirloom, I guess they call it. So anyway, there goes a fisherman. There's hoot owl, which means that you can't fish at certain times of day because it stresses the fish out. Well, thanks for watching if you did. Till next time.